Hello and welcome back to Alex Goes Sailing. It's the start of the Round the Island 2023 and we're on the new vessel, Mingale. Heaps of boats out there, getting pretty busy. I don't know, the wind is a bit of a lull here, but maybe because of the land. So we might have to put a reef in, possibly. We'll see.
Nah, full send it.
Full send it though. At the minute, it says 7 knots, so we'll probably be full sending it, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on some of the other boats out there, see what they're doing. We're going to go a little bit more cautious because there's maybe a lot of wind down past the Needles, and I don't really want to be putting a reef in down there. So yeah, we're going to have a bit more of the Genoa out. Oh, sun's coming out. Would you look at that? He's got his
back on, shirts back on.
Shirts back on.
Need all the experience.
We got the new crew, Nikita. Never sailed before. We like the rookies on board this vessel. Dan barely sailed before.
I wouldn't even call it sailing.
2 times previously, and well, all we can have is a lot of fun. So let's get cracking.
Now, we did start a good 20 minutes late because we didn't get up early enough, but based on the weather conditions, this wasn't a race for time, as it was more of a race for survival. Wind was blowing 25 straight down the first leg, which meant a lot of tacking unfortunately. Down at the Needles, it was blowing a little over 30 knots, so I was glad I put all the reefs in at the beginning. Now, after a long, hard beat into the wind to get up round the needles, it was time for the downwind legs, in 30 plus knots of wind. We also had some big waves to look out for, which meant we had an effective speed limiter, as flatter water is better for a trimaran, and especially in our case. 2 trimarans and a big catamaran had already capsized, and a few dismastings, so we were happy to play it safe with all the reefs, but it was heaps of fun, and surfing the waves at over 10 knots most of the time was absolutely epic. The waves are pretty much dwarfing the boat because it's quite a low profile one, so it made you feel quite small.
Right, we passed the needles. You can see just at the back there, pretty hairy first leg, and we did start about half an hour late over the start line because we might have slept in a little bit, but we got there and it was a little bit rough. Up to, I saw 30 knots of wind at one point, so pretty spicy. We were basically reefing everything, reef it as much as possible. But now we've got full genoa. I've left the main reefed as it is because otherwise it's just going to block it at the angle we're at. We could almost do spinnaker, but I think we're going to do spinnaker on the third leg because we're going along nicely. We're surfing waves, and I've seen a boat go back who's dismasted, so I don't want to be that guy. There's a guy over there who's having a bit of fun with his spinnaker. He might have just broached or something, so spicy. But we're going to get the spinnaker up on the third leg. We're going to have a nice bit of lunch, chill out a bit. Kitty's got an apple, and we've got ham sandwiches or something, so that'd be dandy. And see if we can gain a few places on the third leg. I think that's going to be our leg. It's not really been the ideal race for a trimaran, unfortunately, but my aim is to beat Maracay, because I think that should be pretty easy, but we'll have to see.
I haven't sunk the boat just yet. I've still got the shirt on underneath for experience, so yeah, we're in safe hands,
What's it like surfing down waves at like, what are we doing now? Getting up to like 8 knots at points.
Yeah, no.
And that's over ground with 2 knots of current as well.
The whole boat is vibrating.
Yeah, mostly because of the rope back there holding that lifts the rudder up and down. She vibrates a lot, but yeah. Sandwich time!
Sandwich time!
Hey, right, down below, gotta find a knife. Oh, you can feel it slamming down here. Get your bar out. So you make the finest ham sandwich on the seas. Get some bar on it. Doesn't matter, it goes on as long as it goes on. Get some ham. Nice bit of honey roasted, dry cured ham. Nothing but the best. So, it's not going to peel, is it? They never peel. Go on, peel. Peel for me, yes. Look at that. Oh, there's a slam. Right. Look at that. Bish bash bosh. Who wants the first one? This one's on white bread, you want it? Alright, we've got another one coming up. There you go, Nikita. Just like that, we've got some sandwiches. How spicy these seas are. Oh.
Now, rounding St. Catherine's Point brought us into slightly calmer water, and the sun had decided to pop out, so that was quite nice. The downwind was really nice as we could go a little bit faster with the smoother water. We were managing to surf a wave for about 10 seconds before falling off the back, which meant we could hit about 12 knots, which meant we could zoom past a lot of the monohulls, which was quite nice. Still fully reefed, may I add too. Quite the epic sail this one is for sure.
Oh! literally hit points right there, and I'm gonna hug it right to the coast so we get some smooth water. Oh, we're having.
Gonna fade away. I could be there behind you to pick the pieces up too late. I don't need you now, I'm alone. I can feel my life go by in slow motion. I need to know if you're afraid or feeling blue. And when you start to fall for someone.
Woo! That's 10.5 knots just there, surfing down the waves. We're just about to come around Benbridge Ledge, the final mark, before we head straight up to the finish line. Yeah, didn't get the spinnaker out. It's still a bit feisty for that, and pretty big sea still, so didn't fancy ripping it. So we're gonna get zooming.
Now, the final leg up to the finish line was a tough one. The wind had rotated round to come directly down this channel too, which meant more tacking upwind, which isn't the strong point of the Trimaran. But I was still impressed at some of the boats that we could keep up with.
Right, just finished the race, 9:10. That last little leg was a beat and a half. We were barely going anywhere. You can see on the track, I'll show you the track. But 9:10's a finish. I think Marikai did better, we'll have to see. We'll have to check on that one. But yeah, this wasn't the race for this boat. 2 legs upwind against current. And then the downwinds weren't really reaches or anything. It was like dead downwind, so. And then big following sea, so you kind of didn't have enough speed to ramp up over. 20 to 30 knots of wind, pretty hectic. But yeah, nice.
What did you think of your first experience of sailing?
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
To be honest, the big waves me up.
So this is a family-friendly show. PG, no swearing, no swearing.
Oh, sorry, they just fudged me up.
There we go. Yeah, the back of the boat has seen so much vomit today. But yeah, it's been a good trip. It's going to be a good trip. Lovely sunset. Now we're going to go pick up another Alex. 2 Alexes on board. That's going to be good. It's going to be a fun little journey. Got some action shots. Got a bit of a problem just after the race. We were a bit fudged, as Nikita would like to say.
It's a little problem.
I've got a good idea. It might not be a good. Oh, mine was going to be you get on my shoulders and then. Do you need a little push up? Problem solving 101.
That'd be good enough to get it back down.
You reckon?
Yeah. Yeet.
Right, that was quite the race. 30 plus knots of wind, some big waves to deal with, mostly on the south side, and also the unfavourable wind directions didn't help much. We made it just before the time cut-off and in one piece too, which is really good. Now, as we headed back to Hayling, we had some grub and enjoyed the sunset. We placed at the back somewhere in the bottom of the list, but that doesn't really matter as this race was heaps of fun and it was a great challenge, and to do it with friends was awesome. It was quite a difficult race to get round, especially with other boats dismasting and capsizing, but a big thanks to the RTIR for dealing with all of those boats and helping keep the race safe. Please support them if you can, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one.